So I'm just going to show you quickly how to model some screw threads in Fusion, or how I do it anyway. So I'll start off by just creating some sort of basic geometry that we can model on top of. So I'm just going to make a big square. I don't know. How about that? That'll do. Then I'm going to extrude that out by, I don't know, 5mm or something. So now we have a square. So let's say I wanted a thread on the top here. So what I'd do is I'd go ahead and create a sketch on top like that. I'd go ahead and place a circle that is the outer diameter of the place you want the thread to go in. So let's say I wanted, I don't know, 20mm threads. I'd do, I don't know, 25mm cylinder like that. Then I'll extrude that out to make a cylinder like that. Then what I'll do is I'll shell it. So I'll click on the top and I'll shell it, and I'll make the walls 2.5mm thick or something. Doesn't really matter that much, but now I have a hollow cylinder like that. It might make more sense to model this as a separate part, because I think I may have shelled the inside of my underpiece as well, but let's not worry about that for the minute. Then what I need to do is select the thread tool here, select the inside of the cylinder, tick the modeled box, which means to actually model the thread into the 3D part. And then you want to select the type of thread. So I would stick with metric or metric trapezoidal if you're looking for things to screw together a bit more easily. I find trapezoidal threads work well. For example, if you're making a worm gear, use trapezoidal, but metric works fine as well. So then I will select the size. I said I wanted 20mm. Now Fusion selected that for me, since that makes sense for a hole of 25mm as I have here. You can select the type of screw thread. The biggest will print the best, I find, especially if you're making the screw as well. You can choose right hand or left hand threading if you're crazy. And there we have it. We now have a threaded hole on our part. The next thing I do is I draw another sketch on top. This is probably not the easiest way of doing this. I select the whole circle like that, and I extrude again. But this time I extrude in the other direction. So I'm going to go down 20mm. Let's go down the full 25, like that. But instead of cut, you want new body to make a new cylinder, like that. And now if I come across the bodies on the left, you can see I've got the cylinder and I've got the thread. Then what you're going to want to do is select the combine option. Your target body will be the cylinder that you just made, and the tool body will be the body that has the threading. You'll then want to select cut like that, keep tools like that, and press OK. And now you'll see you have threads in the cylinder you made earlier. And then you can extrude from the top here, put whatever it is you want on top of the threading, but this will fit perfectly with this. And in fact, if I show you a section analysis by selecting a plane that makes sense to select, why is it not letting me select the side? Huh, that's odd. Let me try that again. Inspect, section analysis. There we go. That's more what I was expecting. And then I cut from the side, I cut through the cylinder. You'll see the threads fit perfectly. I'm going to leave that section analysis in place, because the next thing you're going to want to do is add some tolerances. To do that, you can go to Modify and select the Press Pull tool, which is this one. And then you can select the individual faces of your thing. So to make this easier, I'm going to take away the screw, like that. That's the opposite of what I wanted. There we go. And now I can start selecting faces. So I'm going to add -0.1 tolerance on the top half of the screw thread. I'm going to add -0.1 tolerance on the bottom of the screw thread. And then if I can, this doesn't always work, but it's usually not important, I'll add -0.1 here as well. Okay, that's not going to work, but it doesn't matter. And I'll add 0.1 here. That one worked. Cool. So now if I toggle the screw back on, you'll see that the screw is looking like it's got some space now, but there's still this area here, which is there's zero gap, which is not ideal. So in order to fix that, I'll try adding that tolerance to the screw itself by selecting the press pull tool like this, and then adding, can I do it here? I can. Excellent. And now you'll see the screw has a gap of 0.1 millimeter on all sides, which means it'll screw in quite nicely. And that's how I model screw threads.